Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the latest World Citizen comic. This is a line of graphic novels put out by First Second, taking you through education and civics, of democracy and politics. Very important things. This one obviously is about disinformation. It's a Firehose of Falsehood, the Story of Disinformation by Teri, Kanefield, art by Dorian. This is obviously fantastic graphic novel. Of course, I'm going to say it is. Very important, very good timing for it to come out. We've got, of course, an election, a huge election coming up in 2024. And this takes us through the history of disinformation, which is playing a key in our world right now for the worst of it all. What's cool about this is that it takes you through the history of disinformation. It's not just what's going on now, but the build-up, some of the key players, what they had to say, how it was used, and their philosophy. And I think in that way, the graphic novel is absolutely fantastic. It gives a lot of examples, a lot of history, and a lot of things I think we can learn today. And I think to me that's the big thing about this graphic novel. It's kind of hard not to read this and not immediately see the dangers all around us in the world. I mean, it takes us through propaganda, disinformation, lies, everything you need to know and how it's used from the past to today. Obviously there's many chapters about Russia, about former President Trump, news media, just everything that's going on, the internet, how the internet is used to weaponize against us, as well as some tips as to maybe how we can right the ship when it comes to all that. Overall, I think it's a great book. It's one that I would absolutely teach if I was a professor. Put it in front of kids and if we're talking about this topic, obviously, or just a teacher in general, and have a discussion off it. I think it's very eye-opening. I think it's very educational and easy to understand. It's also an interesting graphic novel in that it's quick hits. So it'll kind of take you on a topic, and then it'll go like really quick through a bunch of examples in history, and then kind of take you to the next. It's more lessons through examples as opposed to this is the definition of disinformation. It has been used in no, let's go through actual versions of this and show some historical context and make you understand how it's been used and how it is used. And it's got some great examples of this, of just lies throughout history that, even some that I, believe and might not believe, but say a great example is the Marie Antoinette with "Let 'Em Eat Cake." It's associated with her. I think I've uttered it a few times. She's never said that. It's believed she's never said that. It's associated with her. Other people likely have said it. That was not her at all. According to people, history is that she actually didn't kind of have that view. So it's stuff that's interesting like that. There's also obviously goes through a lot of the lies about Jewish people throughout years, lies that led to Hitler's rise or Mussolini's lies, propaganda and disinformation that existed under Eisenhower, and of course today. I think it's a fascinating read. And again, I think the reason I really like it is because of the examples, and I think the examples make it a read that's very, very easy to relate to. It opens up with Stalin, about one of the greatest examples of propaganda, lies, disinformation, and what it led to him. That Russian people believe that they were the greatest, living in this great nation, and of course they didn't. And it takes us through some other times, stuff I've never heard of. We got Darius the First of Persia, which is new to me. Chandragupta Maurya, which was also new to me. So I think there's some really cool examples of all this in history. Taking us, through showing examples and how this is used for the worst of us, and really how things have evolved over the years to levels that are just beyond extreme and stupid at this point. So yeah, I mean, if you just are interested in kind of seeing how we got to where we are and misinformation throughout the years, to me, this is an absolutely fantastic read. Very educational, entertaining. The art I think is fantastic. Just perfect to read. I think this is something that should be mandatory, honestly, at this point. We just need good education on all of this. So you can check it out. I recommend it. I think it's really cool. Either no matter what your belief is on either side, I think there's something, whether or not you, from my perspective, fall into the lies or don't believe them. You're still, I think either way you're going to be entertained by this. It's going to be your perspective as to who's lying is probably going to be the interesting one. You can go get this. This is out in shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank First Second for hooking us up with a review copy. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics or into graphic novels, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.